Rich Haven Bills and Willing shilling out $6 for small fillets of prime water. Skilled workers wrenching public restrooms along the ways to another's payday poetry. Lifting away on sharp rocky flats of micro-aerobics and ginger insects remain the same will over 30-some years into the future. They're larger as their carbon footprints sink deeper into dreams of computer graphics. Not exactly meaningful sentence structures, but at least inky winds strike turbid temperatures of 60 and below in the shade. I've got to get out of here, said his angelic apparatus. Over to Richmond, please, so these wealthy villains will leave me alone finally. The street is brighter than the sky, said Colin, the move-making Buddhist. All right. I played well last night. Back on defenestration through jazzing prog-duct windows by the Purple Crown downtown. Mainlining Aquavit or Roho-O before I can sleep again and dream of private stalls and catcalls with strangers with eyes behind my white wrapper candy bar in handy Trabahar, and new papers running tender, shining stars. But I want out, she said, and way up north she went, away from me in these silly, bougie streets to a walkable town in Vermont. B-side wailing of mac and cheese, get the sinker, you'll swim, beyond the t-shirt wearing failures and into polo territory. I can't write or I snap too fast for my own wellspring to fall in some air in between. Not yet, it's still May, but let it be. You'll see how you sing yet. Chandelier, fearless, hairless, reaching the end of my rhyme. I'll simply wear this, instead of steeping tea in sweating socks and worn-out feet. Me, winnowing little fish out of known statuary, staring as their terrified, wary veins have turned to stone and what remains but scaly something small. Unlike Jesus, suspicious of all other water walkers. Full automation will create the perfect art world where beauty rules without boundaries. Bathroom stalls will have name cards and with informative text designating the designer. Refinery will have fool's gold coating. Rock candy, Mountain Dew, and God Bless America Bible quotes go together on a new Stars and Stripes, and flowers, wowing everywhere with their long hair. Tealy chameleon, shading calcium, green light, my weeding vacation, one red light. Fed gallon whiskey drinker because Facebook told me to, have to lose control of the scroll after a while. Here's My Time, written by Bob Dylan, on the other it's Masaccio. Anywho, let it all come out naturally. Finally, what can be said in favor? Shackled, rampant Coleridge rowing against tidal storm in water darker, grimmer than tales opposite of white whales, skies and tidy packing up and trading tortellini for felling trees, and red waiter giving orders to new hires. Cambridge rattle, cabbage waddle, waxing rattle, widening silos again, tackle box. Nicotine quitting written willingly, still listening and speaking when spoken to. Broken rules do better under clear weather, sunny skies and highs of 92 make wet leather dry out and crack and crease and get ready to be thrown away. Believe it or don't, the greased hair and comb will make later disappear, and anyway, getting dry is better than any wetter leather or saying goodbye. Tantra, hating, lateness, waiting for a new mattress, left and right wrong, and middlemen get rich on Richmond North redrum referendum. Wages taken from passive slaves who radiate masses of molecules of biology majors and rashes on naked hashes without even browning. More like mashers. Revolutionary hangry nations, steward yearnings, and absolute nothings. And anyway, citizens initiate, ready up, headed to battle and discipline ridicule society of Jacobin. Rather watch an ad. Everybody welcome as long as no one combats COVID. In war-framed late coffee house debate in marching capitalism. Shadow government men in black gown making their rounds. Downtown dandies only relate to Cinnabon. Nobody knows him. 17 people in every set of 4 square feet. No one knows anyone's sane anyway. And you're sober, thank God. For words take on new meanings as intoxicating leanings on side walls and seeing diagonally. All planes seem orthogonal under the mists of the bottle. Can you hear me? Unrestricted, fast-paced Robespierre and newfound religious frenzy, so conservative and so jaded, reversed moderates overtake church pilots, fettering cocaine to America's pyramids, and Central Islanders like El Salvador. What's more, the Homer, blind to hate and create without criticism, totally uninhibited, but it's my choice to find the right word. Sickness and death, and smoking cigarettes. Handwriting sucks, yours, not mine. Mine is perfected of many ego-driven years, fears of humdrum dreams where we all get naked and no one came to that party after all. It was just you standing without pants. It's always been good to be by yourself, but now fortune smiles on the weak, shines on the vivid rut-carving Sumerians cuneiforming their worming satellite states, their astrological fates totally ingrown, and not a moment too late. Jonah was one, or so I'm told, and whale, what a story that loaded gun to his head God gave him. Stow away, do just what I say, and die for me. Psych, said he. You're saved. This thundercat of the Hebrews knew how to make himself look cool and also totally insane. Beyond, I guess, far out from all our lowly minds and human form, the storm that took Jonah what made the thunder there. A hairy Jehovah-like giant caveman in his underwear. Fair enough. Reality bends like gender regulators. Failure to do so sends scalpels flying around the room. Anyway, when the sailor ejects, it won't be due to some medical executive student rallying to their compatriots, relinquishes Riley, and after all, Joseph is this all high talk, and I'm not here. Still not here. Not enough, though I tried reading audiobooks, but I only fell asleep. And the end of the line, at the end of the line, 1979 plays while drama unfolds and sinks into the paper void. Soundless, my pen provides percussion to Billy's sardonic sneer. He was on Alex Jones, and I watched my master smash open his skull and slowly slide into Sleepy Hollow. Scornfully, my 14-year-old self resides in me now, and there's no one around.
Intonations of horror inclined toward nicotine sharing implementation by cigarette, to ward away the frigid fear, interpolation, circumspect, and nonsense. Interlocution, what was the word, extra long-lasting flavor, bent on my own breath-freshening effect, loosen thy low-lying tensions and sleep in night images of welcome, pasts in your periphery, but please write clearly or it has no effect. Put your effort into it, Van Gogh. You've left your yoga mat in the wrong touchstone. Let me see beyond the understanding of the vulgar. Such a massive hit will take you to the moon and back again, you name-dropping know-it-all. Beekeeping catastrophe. You kneel before my emerald bow tie and fulfill Oedipal mania. But look, a sign of centerpiece in your magic group chat source of nostalgia. Car key, I'll take my time cooking my chicken breast to perfection. We will read these scrawls in time, which is linear, mind you. Break everything up into little pieces and you'll find the modality of temporal structure corresponds to quantum jumping beans. Use a sheet pan for baking sheets, otherwise the meat drippings will fall all over the floor and carpet like last time. It's a riot act. Who? What? Where? When? Purple dab pen of my Christian associate, working catering. Nicki Minaj said, Kanye told her just write the words down how you want them. The rhyme will, well, don't worry about the rhyme. You'll get what you want to say said and you'll be just like Kanye West, collaging your time to the sticking song and it will play for you all day. Long rhymes are my favorite anyway. But why are you so paranoid? Is it the pills you didn't take? Or the food you ate? Or the sky shining too bright for your eyes? Is your heart afraid of faces on the road, or are you just tired and worn out and letting your mind wander when you want? There must be a terrible, forceful personality with real political power. You can be just like a USB flash drive that's lost its memory from yanking displacement too many times. I don't want to be like a desperate, glum, willpower, chewing gum, when otherwise I would be gnashing my teeth. But alas, my grinding motion will not go away. 3 strikes, and you're out. No complaints, no running around, and all about and on, man. People are such lightweights these days. Sure, Soren Kierkegaard was weaker, but translate him now, you'll see what the cult of Christianity has extended to me. In the last millennia of twisted morals and do-gooders ousted by normal, God-fearing slaves. Dad said, put your picture up on the wall and shatter framework in glass to shower fragments all over the carpet. And then blow the bits with an open-ended vacuum back over the wall and see what fractures bend and all your secrets reveal themselves to you. We adore the truth be told. Say something profound now. No negative inward cut or blade or sword on cards of wheat. You'll see what I mean. We like what you say, but find the gears are wound that way. We wait and find the time to write, and in the night, our rough and checkered lives run counterclockwise to our greedy need to get by, apparently. Out, beyond a fouling creature, some self who knows not his own decision-maker, or perhaps usually a passive observing hand, that feels things but does not see the picture under the thick paint. Why would you want to look at pictures anyway? When Braille tells 1,000 more vivid stories time and again, I pray to the blind who can water their inner garden well and visit me in dreams, though I know not their storied origins. And it can always get better, your craft, through editing. But how often would Will Blake get at the etching marks on his steel plate? Probably often, but not so often as the miasma of mistakes meant anything to him. No solid calcite, etc. I do not believe in the doting of mistakes, and I do believe in the first pass. I also believe in editing, though I'm wary of permanent breakdown. Little string upon my desk, and Mothman made of plastic, tiny, so small, but yet so obviously that which Luna loves, good glue. Make entries into the Lepidoptera army, recruits who, with their scaly, hardened shells, may just yet give the powdered high flyers some weight after all. Bullets of moth cast iron chargers make up the private number. Stop haunting me with your tales of week-by-week day drive-by shooting. In fact, my many-colored pencils make me mightier than the switchblade I in fact never stole from work, but that disappeared in the aisles of the massive packing facility. Its wrappings tattered and exploded just like Kill Bill's coffin. This knife now follows me around, hovering or else sickeningly dragging along the floors at Amazon hours, and reminds me that when I get home and only then can my pencils protect me. Ham Corn is my pseudonym. Waitlisted again, what shall I do? When the letters touch stone rain on Mother Earth to Kali, your dog is out in my yard again. Please deliver her from my waiting can of bear mace. Face it, you've had enough bullfighting and you think you'll retire to SoCal and bask in the chilling romance there. We know one thing is not like the other, freestyle and ribeye. No two minds are alike, until they both explode. Sweep the area and leave little decibels in your inner ear again. All the way to, do you mind? Do you mind? Well, frame it contract, but leave me some space to curl and stretch letters and sounds reflexively and cinematographically. Any poor soul who stems the flow of nasal crowing in my nose, of all places. One big scroll bursting at the seams. What a nightmare. Luckily I have a tent and something for lying down amidst all this trash and image fragment. I think I see what you mean when you say sorry, mi culpa, but only in a finite sense. The rest is in a drawer somewhere and only opened by the sign of the wild snail. There isn't enough time. Be there or be square, says the outside world. Coward if I'm not, greeting every opportunity to sell my name to the biggest dick, heading back to the store to buy some bread. It's the one thing I forgot. Except the mice from my rattlesnake. And he was sleeping earlier but lives in my trash can and breaks bags by their bottoms and bites into all the living mice that I provide him. He looks like a shoe, but I swear he's reptilian. I love dinosaurs. What species would you be? Assuming you kept your normal brain, all twisted neurons, in a pecan-sized pocket like one of those plesiosaurs. What? Hunted? I wonder where one can learn to draw the mask of a face by Bill Blake. Looked like it was coated in platinum, but locked, looking like a Loch Ness. You can only see it when it's really a large mannequin and specific photo shoot angles and sepia light outside. Tangentially, we welcome you to Chamber 3. Your journey continues. You will face difficulties which perhaps eventually you'll dream your way out of, or into, if you like corners, which you don't. Control media. My friends all have serious jobs, and I will never be married. But I will be satiated as long as the eternal wellspring of consciousness streams from this marking implement. A crew change like you wanted. I assume you'll name the same associations amicably. Temperance, like in history. Authority stops the flow of spirits. Tree frogs gloom in Paris under Napoleon. His reaching over into France's past and pulling up a PowerPoint on fixing Italian sovereigns. Last night, and the night had to be silent, so no screeching amphibious voices. Siren song to your defeat until lastly winter falls on your campaign and cannons will not let you sleep. And I can tell you hear me loud and clear, but this scribbling is no offense to my ear. The first and greatest in our minds of longitudinal divide. Can hear your sardines sing, preachy, miserable songs about transference. I know these scheduling for future may seem obvious, but written away, it's been told before is what I'm trying to say. You know this much from history class, and no one asked, but here's one more. Hellish, leading his rats by violin. His children by flute and folk songs with daring, train-dodging stunts. Fulfiller of old prophecy in Germany, of a kind of first fee. The second of which Faust relied heavily on demonic control and so executed the most hideous acts which we still today stick strangely like fruits of an age myth, now falling and tipping, pouring out their sickly liquid past prime. Well, 3 along the way is too much company, and so there really can be just one King Mab, who leaves at the curtain close, that tired sheet which just conceals void and which weaves through time and space. You can see it when it's all melty and moving, but your sense will be senseless. But what can we know about this world ender, this black hole of being, this frank and senseless miracle who's got clout and centers worldly enough to demand disclosure of all coffee shops, Starbucks included, which may or may not have been all I needed to say to stay sleepless in Seattle. Riots, acting out, and danger to any gun-carrying peace lover who just wants violence, and woe to all who stay within 6 feet range of my needle injector projector. We'll sing about romantic chemistry gestures in the most inane, in the most primitive language of grunts and XYZ. The most inane 3-letter placements. Dig deeper, find what you're looking for. Mab, the farce be with